You're listening to the City World Radio Network. High-definition digital radio broadcasting from the city to the world. www.cityworldradio.com.
All right, we are on live at cityworldradio.com, and we are here doing Boozy News. It's cocktails and current events. I'm Roberto De Jesus from Supreme Bars. Thank you, Jade Zabrik from Sky Crescent Radio, who is helping us put this together. Once again, I have three amazing guests of mine. We just talked about a certain subject while I was making drinks for everyone, but I want them to introduce themselves again.
Oh, I guess we'll go around the table this way.
Let's do it.
No further reintroductions.
Right. Do you guys hear me on the headphones?
I hear you.
I can.
Can you not hear yourself?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah. Ooh, there we go.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen. My name's Orlando Zeps Molina.
Boom.
Author. Kids book author of Rhinosaurs. Available now on Amazon.
Throw it up. Throw it up.
And, I showed them before. Anyway, it's a dope kids book, and I'm an MC, and I use my skills for the youth now.
For good, not
good,
for
for
evil.
the powers of good. Next.
And he's amazing. He's an amazing artist too. He has won
make some
Supreme Bars, the monthly competition that we have here.
A couple 2-3 times.
He won, and then he literally dropped the mic and moved to California.
Yep.
Drew McConnell.
Hello out there, world. I'm a jaded thespian here in the city, which occasionally acts. I freelance in the arts, which is a fancy way of saying that most of the time I'm unemployed. Yeah, there's not a whole lot other than that about me. I know some people, like these people here, and I've been lucky to somehow survive in this crazy city for like the last 7 years. Oh, speaking of which, the last time I was on air was back around 2011 when I had a show.
Yeah.
As co-hosted, as laid on the line with Evie on the ill-fated Gotham radio that's no longer with us. So, thanks to have me here. I'm glad.
He won't tell anyone, but he was also on Orange the New Black. He was on Vinyl. This guy was in a lot of different shows. He's just really, he's very humble about it. Yeah, he was in a few different shows. He's actually, and Drew's dope.
There's a lot of shows you may not have seen me in.
Yeah. He was person staying in the room number 3. Sam Pop.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Am I in there?
Oh,
definitely.
Hey,
Am I in there?
Oh, I'm in there. My name is Sam Pop. I am an event manager and promoter and host here in New York City. I have done everything from organizing networking events to in the back rooms of bars to working in green rooms at productions at CNN and Huffington Post. So I have done a lot and seen a lot in the event world. I am the creator of this event called Monday Sucks, which is an after-work happy hour where I'm trying to make the worst day of the week feel a little bit better with some live art and music and fun. So, yeah, I'm a party girl that has also learned to use my talents for good and not evil.
We're superheroes.
I know!
You know, this wasn't by accident that I chose this group here, because you could all benefit with each other's talents as well.
Oh,
we have an
like that.
artist, author,
Word
we have
up.
an actor, thespian, we have an event manager as well. All right.
Thespian or thespian?
Thespian.
Lesbian.
All right.
Thespian.
I'm not from the
Thespian.
island of Thespos.
Thermoscaria. Where's Wonder Woman from again? How do you say her?
Themyscira.
Is that how you
Israel.
I don't know
pronounce
how to say it.
Themyscira?
Mama say,
The
Mama
mascara?
sa.
Mama say, Mama
The
say.
And I'm Roberto. All right, so so we did already touch up on a few other topics. We talked about China's 1, 2, and no limit child limitation policy.
No limit. Master P. Silk
Yeah,
the Shocker.
exactly. Yeah, Silk the Shocker went to go
I
see
didn't know
President
Master
Xi
P was in
Jinping.
They
politics.
said C. Murder can only have 2 kids.
Hey, if Dennis Rodman can do it, anybody can do it, right?
That's true.
So we also talked about celebrity suicides. Very tragic. We can keep talking about that, or we can go on to the next topic, which I
Happy
actually
topic.
I actually wanted to talk about recent studies of the curious on Mars. They actually
Ooh,
found
yeah.
certain carbon certain carbon copies of what can possibly be
The building blocks
life on Mars.
of
In
life.
2012, they found water on Mars, and they realized that there is a possibility of life here. I'm not too worried about.
Hold on, like little
Life.
microbes and shit like that? Like little
they
fucking
found-
parameciums and shit like that?
Not yet, but they
Yeah.
basically
That's a
found,
word I haven't heard in a while. It's a
fun
great
word.
Science,
word.
baby.
It's a great
So-
word.
That's my first band in high school.
A one-celled
If there is life on
organism.
Mars,
Yes.
I think the government will just shut
not
it
just
down
a
right
Bowie
away.
song, guys.
I think we're more worried about like being able to live on Mars, basically.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Not I think we're trying to find life on Mars so we can colonize the shit out of it and just take over. Like we
Just
always
take
do.
all their culture.
You know,
It's
that's some
sad.
white
It's
people
sad.
shit.
It's sad, but let's just hope that there's no life on Mars, and then we can just find a way out of here. At least
You know, in the email you
those
asked,
who can
You
pay
had-
to get out of here.
you had asked if we would want to live on another planet, and I was thinking, like, I can't even tolerate being on a plane for more than 5 hours. I don't know how.
you know, one question I always ask
You
everyone,
have to sleep through that.
especially at the bar. One question that I always ask everyone is if you had your own escape pod and there were only 2 other seats, who would you take with you?
That's rough.
Some answers that I get are people say, I'd rather just stay here. Give my escape pod to somebody else. I'd rather just stay on Earth and go out in
check it
flames
out.
with it.
But the Mars life thing, if they find something, they're not gonna shut it down, like get rid of it.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna shut it
analyze
down,
it.
like they're gonna tell us, it's nothing, and they're gonna do that
Secretly.
analyze it because they want to see why that thing could have survived this whole time.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna genetically fuse it with some human. They're gonna test humans with it to be
Like
like
Prometheus?
Is this Whitney Strieber's
No, yeah.
union? What's going on?
No, it's just like maybe if we implant some
Breed
of
a
these Mars cells
superhuman.
into the human DNA, they can like live on the planet easier without like.
and that's
so
how we got
right?
Aliens.
And then
the,
all
the
humans
movie,
Yeah.
the
become
movie Aliens.
mutants,
then
and the
something
Marvel and
happens.
DC universe.
I don't know. Did you
Okay,
see the
just
movie
if something's
Life?
implanted doesn't mean that things get better for you. It could be like
It could get a lot worse.
radiation. Oh no, now I'm super strong. No, you're gonna die soon.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
It's like robots get consciousness and singularity hits.
That always happens.
And
Would you want to live in a different planet if you were able to?
I would love to travel. I think to a different planet.
travel. So you can Instagram.
You know
later.
what?
I mean, with my Sony teleporter, you
I
just hop
would
in there and go to the
go
planet.
if it was like a USO tour.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Feel me? You know what those are?
You want to go entertain the troops
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Mars?
The space
You want to be
dudes.
Bob Hope.
He wants to entertain
Like I want to be
the
like
space
if
miners.
this is a world where you have to like either live on shitty Earth because it's fucking volcanoes all the time and it's mad wild and people are like fuck this, we're going to the moon and Mars, right?
Right.
I would want to be the guy that's like still has foothold on Earth but like gets to travel and entertain them, perform.
It
for
Are
them.
they
would-
bringing
it would
cheerleaders?
actually-
That's the most important question. There's
bringing-
always cheerleaders on those USO tours.
Oh yes, definitely.
I like
It would
that
be like
idea.
a new world thing if you think about it, because every time there's like this new undiscovered, like charted territory, you actually have to have all, like the whole spectrum of like from the top to top, the rich people running shit, to the people that like do like the shit work.
Just
grid
like the
stuff,
movie
you know?
Elysium. Same thing.
I love
Yeah,
that.
you would
It's a
have
good
that same
movie.
shit.
Good concept.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what's going to happen. Like
Oh,
the
yeah, I
richest will be
guarantee. I
moving
guarantee.
to a different planet, or they'll just be like Australia. Just take like all of our prisoners and just take them
Drop 'em off
to
there.
Mars instead.
Or turn them into soldiers to fight the Mars aliens.
The
that grow.
parameciums.
They're gonna grow.
That
They're gonna
word
fuse
again.
with the robot. Oh shit! The Mars
Okay,
cells are gonna fuse with the human
Robot
robots.
paramedics.
I think we just created his next
Cyborgs.
kids book.
Yeah.
Yo, we got this.
Martian cyborgs. volume two.
Rhinoceros goes to Mars.
And this is gonna go out there in the world, and people are like, "It's real! It's real! There are Martian cyborgs! It's with the lizard people!"
But I think that's as far as we can go right now. No other planet, like you can't live in Jupiter. You can't live like.
No,
You don't
but
think a
there's
moon
still a
base
lot
is
we'd
far
have to
off?
do to like survive in Mars.
No,
Yeah,
basically.
Mars is not
Moon base.
It's still not
inhabitable.
hospitable.
So they have chemical seasons.
I mean, you have to poop in the soil to make
Wait, what?
plants,
Chemical
right?
what?
Yeah, like the
Seasonings?
actual not seasonings.
Adobo?
No.
Adobo.
No, I wish. No.
Adobo
no.
on Mars.
It's from Goya. Goya has that seasoning.
We are on our way then. No, like the actual chemical composition of the atmosphere changes throughout the year in Mars.
That's scary.
Like even though our temperature
And I don't
and our
think there's any
climate change.
oxygen on that climate, is there? Or not enough for us
You
to
know what?
survive
It said
on?
there's a lot of methane. It said that like out of nowhere there will just be plumes of methane.
So it's
that
literally
just
like a cow
shoot-
farm. It's
M-E-T-H-A.
literally
Yeah,
a cow
I was like, this is like a pig slaughterhouse.
Methane man.
Mars is
Methane man.
rapping cow.
Methane man.
Methane man.
Hey, you! Get off my Mars.
Get off my Mars.
man.
That's funny. I like that.
What do you think that MTV Cribs episode would look like?
Methane cow?
On,
Methane cow
MTV
on
Mars.
yeah,
They'll
when
be
you
bashing
take
heads until their helmet
To
breaks, and
moon
then
base.
it's the last you see of them.
Who was it? Was that Redman or Method Man that had the really good?
No,
MTV
they
Cribs?
both like shared an apartment or something.
Like some
No,
garbage
Redman.
apartment.
Redman was the one with the really horrible.
Yeah. On Staten Island.
But I
right?
swear it was like Red and Meth like shared an apartment. It's like, don't you guys have enough money to have your own place?
They're
They
like,
shared
no,
their own apartment.
we're-
It was like a big apartment. I'm
We
not
live
saying,
here.
but it was
I
like
think
it's
all
like
the money went to like the hydroponics foundation.
I think so. Helping young kids grow marijuana.
Pretty much.
That's a noble cause.
That is.
That is
What
true.
country is the one that made it legal so that everyone grows it and can make some money? Was that Uruguay or Paraguay?
I don't know. Amsterdam.
No, their shit's.
You mean heaven?
Amsterdam's not a
Sorry.
country.
Excuse my confusing of those two countries, but one I think it's
Those
Uruguay.
are separate countries, I think.
We know they're
The
separate.
president made it legal for everyone to be able to grow weed because it's just a good crop.
He basically
good
said
soil
all the
composition
seed-bearing
for the
plants
cannabis.
for you
It's
to
amazing.
use,
No, not
basically.
even just weed. Like being able to do hemp and make shit with hemp.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's
of
like,
course.
there's that option.
Handbags,
you wanna sell
clothes.
Poppies.
Yeah. So like he made it legal throughout
If you
the
get
country.
tired, you just take your shirt and just burn it.
It's different.
Roll it
but
up. You
That's-
can roll up your shirt.
Some Cheech and
You
Chong
can't
shit.
get high
I just think
from
that's
your
cool.
shirt.
I know. I really.
Not yet, at least. Not yet.
That's the
So-
future, guys. Hey, I had no idea about shirts to get high up.
You smoke your own shirt. You roll your shirt.
Yeah.
But that's good to teach
Everybody be
these people how to
topless.
grow crops in a day of digital everything, like Colombian drug lords.
That's actually a.
They
We
teach
were.
people
that's
how to grow
actually how
coffee.
you
We were
put
just
those
looking
people
at
out of
a.
business.
We were just looking at a
That's
video
literally how you put them out
about
of
a
business.
subject that they don't teach you in school. Mental health is also a subject, and also
How to live.
Yeah, sustainability, and proper economics, how to handle your money. They don't. Like,
They don't teach you that shit. They only teach you the stuff so you're just smart enough to run the machines, but too dumb enough to actually realize you're getting
There
fucked.
you go.
that should be on a T-shirt.
If you,
That's like a George
you
Carlin
should
line.
be able to learn how to grow a vegetable. That's
Yeah.
a good.
I would
but
really
here's
like
the-
to know how to do that.
Here's the thing, though. Like, what they teach you in school, most of it, like, for instance, if just, like, part of, like, society dropped out, like, the market crashes or whatever, most of the people have no skills to survive
Right.
that atmosphere.
Like I
Because
would be a zombie
life is
on Walking Dead.
Everything is,
I wouldn't try you know what? Just
You're like, oh, bam.
I'm
certain
done.
professions in that world will dominate. Like carpenters would like dudes that could just build a ill little like shed for somebody,
Mm-hmm.
shit like that.
Deer hunters.
Like dudes that are sick with hammers and nails and shit like that. Like
So
those
apocalypse
guys-
level job skills.
Yeah, for real.
Doctor.
Yeah, doctors
definitely up
are
there.
super
Carpenter
up there.
definitely up there.
right?
They'll get taken hostage.
Podcaster.
Yeah,
Ooh,
anything
is this
with-
a sustainable career?
high?
Is
How
this
high?
sustainable?
We need rappers.
Thanks
in
to
the
my 4
zombie
listeners.
universe.
Fuck, there's zombies at the door.
What are we going to do? Everyone's going to be huddled in basements. I always think, like, when I couldn't hang with The Walking Dead for more than 3 or 4 seasons because I was like, I wouldn't try this hard to survive.
I'm not gonna lie. I love
I
that
don't-
show, and I've watched every episode.
I do, but it's
no.
more like just the walking. That's literally every other episode. It's like
That was
walk
like
and
one
talk,
season
walk
they
and
were
talk,
looking for a
walk
new
and
place.
talk,
New
walk
idea.
and talk,
But
walk
if you
and
want to
talk.
do a post-apocalyptic podcast like skit or movie, and it's like a crazy world where everything's fucked, right? But
Yeah.
then a couple of old radio personalities find a way to hack into like CB shit.
I think there was a podcast like that.
And
Not a
people-
podcast, but a radio
people
show
start
like in the
tuning
20s
in.
or 30s.
You know what
about
that sounds
already.
like? A really depressing sci-fi movie. Like that's the
Right.
one thing that keeps a guy alive. Like he
Yeah.
literally he just
I must
transmits
deliver
every
this
day.
podcast.
And he doesn't know if
He
anyone's listening.
literally drives. He's like, it's almost like the last man on earth. Hey guys,
Yeah.
if,
And then he-
if
then
you're up
he has
there,
to,
this
like,
is my
read
number.
all
Call me. I'm
the
looking for
shit.
other humans. I'm just
Yo.
doing my podcast.
That's
for
what
the
happens
fucking
when you get a
little
lot
guys.
of
I'm
when
gonna
you
do
get a
my
lot of
Mine.
creatives together. Like it's always working. The wheel is always in motion.
What if we made a blank that was like blank?
Apocalyptic.
What if we did
Podcast.
It's
a...
happening.
Mad Libs.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah, man.
Created and thought directly by Drew McConnell. No one else.
wow.
It's on the paper
No,
towel.
he's a
That's it.
stenographer.
It's official now.
Makes
the
it
doctor's
official.
handwriting.
All good ideas are written down
It's
on
written in
napkins and paper
wingdings. You
towels.
guys can't copy.
That's funny. You wrote it in wingdings.
On to the next one. Let's get a little bit more like feminists. Like
Yeah, let's do
They
it. I have a
just,
daughter. Come on.
Let's do it.
so they just eliminated the swimsuit portion of the Miss America competition. I'm trying not to say pageant because they don't want it to be a pageant anymore. Also, in the
Well, it's
future, they're
never
going to
really
start.
a pageant.
Well, in the
It was like,
future,
are you
they're going to
good
eliminate.
looking? You win.
Pretty much, it was all about physical appearance, and now they're going to eliminate the nightgown or the evening wear.
They're eliminating the swimsuit
And they're gonna
portion,
eliminate the
and they
evening wear as
are
well.
they are changing the evening gown
whatever they
round,
wanna
and
wear.
that women can wear whatever they want. So apparently, this is the first time in the organization's history that there is an all-women leadership team.
Same as Essence Magazine. Same thing.
I
And
know that.
apparently, back in December, their leaders back in December were under some fire because there were some emails that were being shared about discussing the contestants' sex lives.
But the
emails. The emails. So that's why we have women running the organization now, and 6 months later, like, yeah, I don't know about this whole bikini. Like,
so it's no longer
you know what?
grab them by
That's
the pussy
great.
mentality. It's actually
That's really great. But what about like just no more Miss America competition?
Yeah, I feel like this is
like
something
why do we
maybe...
need the Miss America competition in the first place?
Oh, well, in a
maybe-
male-dominated society, men like to look
Right.
at women as objects of sex.
And that's
so
how it started
therefore-
off.
Yeah, that's literally how it is. That's literally how it's set up.
Okay, so
Wait,
why
just
do we still have
Devil's
Miss America?
Advocate? Devil's Advocate.
Okay.
Isn't there like I know there's not a Mr. America, but there's like a muscle dude one,
Mr.
right?
Universe. Right?
That's like worldwide. Yeah.
I mean, that's the same shit. It's like dudes,
Well, isn't
dudes from
that
other countries.
bodybuilding?
But
That's bodybuilding.
Yes.
But you don't see
yeah,
the-
bodybuilding
No,
is
Sam,
different.
good point. They
That's a
don't.
little
They don't
different.
ask them questions. Do they? Do they do that kind
I
of
don't
shit?
think they do.
I don't think they ask them
They're not
questions.
like they're not trying to
What
pull
do you-
trucks and be like,
what do you juice them with, bro? Bro, do you even lift, bro?
Yeah, no, I think that
I
that's
like
just
long walks on the
bodybuilding.
beach.
So is that worse?
I mean,
You
that
just-
that's
honestly,
that's
that's
purely
but what kind of guy would try to fight for that? And
No,
in a
I'm kidding.
world
Like I
dominated
said-
by men,
no,
why
like
would
I
a man
said,
be like,
devil's
well, what
advocate.
about the Mr. Universe?
Bro,
like, what?
yeah. That's the one muscle dude that's like, all they do is stare at our bodies. I want to be interviewed about me. I want to answer world issues. I want to show my talent at juggling because I'm the best. You know, like, they want to be more than just muscle
I could
heads.
juggle
That
and
is
move
a
my pecs at the
brilliant
same
fucking
time.
skit,
Flip it.
Mr. Universe.
maybe here's an
pageantry.
opportunity for you to create that.
You know, I'm just gonna have a podcast just based on like ideas that
You'll
be in
never
separate-
do.
that will go into fruition.
That you only take about like 10% of the revenue for because you already thought of the idea. So you don't
This is
actually
my
have to do any work.
incubator. No,
I'm the idea guy. Hey,
Okay, here's the thing.
guys, do that. Do all the stuff. I had the idea. I
They're
did all the
getting
work.
rid of the
Make it
bathing
happen.
suits, right?
Yes.
Fine. I'm with it. because-
swimsuits.
Sorry, I say bathing suits.
Bathing,
Is that the
swimming.
same thing? Are we
yeah.
really gonna?
Because
But-
a lot of swimsuits are just worn not even to go into the water. It doesn't matter.
But they're getting rid of it, right? So there's a portion where you're watching it with your friends or your family, and you're like, "Oh, she's pretty hot in that bathing suit." But then she says something completely idiotic when they ask her a question.
I wish for world
and you don't
peace.
want her to win. You want the smart one to win. So who cares if they get rid of the bikini shit? Because at the end of the day, most people want to see the smart one win. They're all beautiful in their own way, right? So why? It's not like they edged them out because like, yo, y'all both said something real smart, but she's hotter. It's like we usually give it to the smarter
But
one.
who would say that? But she's.
But you
hotter.
said usually.
I'm saying you never
said
hear that.
Usually.
They would just write down
Right?
like, but
So
she's
why do you
hotter.
need the swimsuits? Like, you don't even need that.
Because I think they're trying to find the best specimen of woman, like the woman that is the smartest, the most educated,
man, I agree.
the best.
The
I'm
most
not
beautiful.
complaining
to
about
make
that.
everyone else
Body.
envy and
It's-
hate their life because they cannot be with that woman.
beautiful to watch, but I feel like if it was gone, I wouldn't be like, Go to her
Well,
Instagram. She's gonna be in her bikini.
they did say that now they're going to try to be inclusive of more body
Women
types.
of different sizes, yeah.
So I'm curious to
I
see how
love
that
that.
really
Well,
plays
I would actually
out.
love to see that.
Okay, do you
Because
think
literally
we should
the stereotype
continue
right
having
now-
like toddlers and tiaras?
That's
No.
disgusting.
Then why should we still have the Miss America pageant?
No,
'Cause that's the final
you should
round.
have it for people that want to do it, but
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think like the
There's
whole idea of
beautiful
like
women that wanna
glorifying it and
represent-
everything else. It
The
depends
girls
on
are going to
people.
say that they want to do it.
I know,
Like,
I understand.
I want to do
mean,
this,
it
right,
shouldn't-
mommy?
It shouldn't be like national like TV time. Like they did in the Olympics because it used to be. I don't know if anyone remembers this when a woman would come up, like they would literally give her measurements. Like her body measurements, 36,
boy.
24, 36. And
Does
this
anyone,
is on the
does
Olympics.
anyone know
It
like
has
why this
nothing to do
Miss
with their
America
talent,
even
whatever.
started?
No idea.
No.
Miss America started in 1919. There was an event in New York where a woman won a pageant, and they dubbed her Miss America. That's not exactly the Miss America that we know now. What we know now is Atlantic City. It was during the Boardwalk Empire times. It was like the very beginning of Prohibition. Atlantic City was like losing a lot of money because they used to be like the gambling, whatever, capital of the world of America, and they needed more money, so they brought women to do this weird pageant where men would carry them on like wicker chairs, and it was off. It was,
That was the beginning stages of it?
1921. That's how the Miss America pageant
That
started.
means it was
called like the Fall
investing money
Frolic
and
or
shit.
something like that, and then it evolved into like let's just glorify women. It was honestly it started to bring money to Atlantic City.
But,
All right, Atlantic City got paid.
how did it spread
Then what?
to the world competition?
It's still not paid.
Because
It's
other
still-
states decided, like, hey, look, Atlantic City, you guys have this crazy pageant for women. We should do it too.
No,
another
get
state.
that,
Like, yeah, we should do it too.
How did the world get involved?
That's Miss Universe, though.
Oh shit,
Miss
we've been talking about Miss
Oh,
America
yeah,
this whole
okay.
time.
Miss America.
I'm sorry.
Why does
That
the
makes
world
more-
care?
Can we rewind that?
Yeah.
I want to go
Because then
back.
like, that's
to
like-
This
next-
is American and world events, but you're right.
Just Miss America is doing the bikini thing, not Miss Universe.
Oh no, it's
That's
Miss
no,
America.
it's the Miss America
Miss
pageant.
America.
Miss America.
No bikinis. Miss Universe.
So Miss Universe
you
is
still
still
might get to
bikinis?
see like Miss Brazil.
Listen, and
So we haven't
a-
reached an
and if
enlightenment.
we're gonna have
America's trying.
like thick girls, like what's her name, Ashley Graham or something, like not that she would enter it, but girls that look like that in it, I love that.
Supposedly,
number one. I love
yes.
That'd be
But
interesting
then-
because the beauty standard will change then.
that. Sure, no, I mean,
Because the
it's
current
still
beauty
beautiful.
standard for a while was basically a girl that looked like a 12-year-old boy. That was like, that's modeling.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't
Because
know.
they
No,
can
but I
fit-
mean
well, I'm
that's
saying,
how I
no,
grew up. I grew
that's-
up with Paris Hilton
The way
and
they did it
Nicole
was
Richie
because
as
the size zero can wear anything.
No,
That's why they
that's
did
a-
it. But then they glorified that as being the epitome. And I'm like, I'm not attracted to a 12-year-old boy's body.
But what
And so,
happens?
like, now we push towards more, like, size.
What happens when Miss America wins, right? With the new format, no bikini, I won, I'm smart, I'm talented, awesome, right?
Yeah.
Now she has to represent in the universe thing, and she gonna be like, nope, I'm not participating in that one.
This
So
Miss
you could
America's
boycott.
She has to get back.
That's
to
her
bikini.
right.
That's
Her
her
right
choice?
is to boycott.
Like, how does?
Honestly, I don't know how the Miss Universe pageant works. I don't know if Miss America wins and they go into Miss Universe and whatever.
Yeah, I
That's not
really
how-
don't know.
No,
the
right,
inner
actually,
workings
she
of
becomes
the-
Miss America.
I think it works like that. If
Exactly,
she wins
right?
America, she's the champion of
And then-
America. She goes
and
to
the
the
universe.
world to fight for the universe.
Okay,
It's
but
like
who always
Supreme
wins?
Mars.
Who
Where's
always
Miss
wins?
Mars? I don't
Supreme
understand.
Mars.
Was Miss Jupiter
Supreme Mars.
one of the?
Yeah, but who always wins? It's always like either Miss Santo Domingo or Dominican Republic, and then Miss Brazil.
Yeah.
What? The
There's
world
been more
ones?
Hispanics, women winning Miss Universe and Philippines.
Bro.
The Miss Universe pageants than
It's pretty spread. The people that win, it's pretty spread.
Well,
Every
it-
year
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
like, oh shit, I'm pretty surprised.
We,
I think so.
Anyone want to pull that information up? I need those. I
we
need
don't have a
those
fact
statistics.
checker. Okay,
Where-
next
where's Cambridge
next
Analytical to
Boozy
fuck
News.
this up for me?
next Boozy News podcast. I don't even know what are you gonna search, Jade? Like what kind of what race wins most? Miss Universe.
How many
of
countries?
Miss
No, like how many
Universe winners?
Hispanic, South American winners. List. Oh, she's got the
That's
list
what-
of all.
I love how we have a
Rebecca's
No, we got a
check.
fact checker. That's so cool. We have a fact checker. There's
She's
no
gonna be
fake,
working overtime every time I talk.
There's no fake news in Boozy News.
The last one was South Africa,
Holler.
France, Philippines, Colombia, Venezuela.
Wow.
Hispanic.
Well, here's the interesting thing too.
So who
The
has
United
the
States
most?
won 2012.
When we go by countries, it used to be like there was a certain
The year that the
ethnicity
world was
that
supposed to
would
end,
that would
the United
represent
States
that
won.
culture.
Wonder
But
what's
nowadays, it's kind of mixed. So there's a lot of times where like the ethnicity of who you think would win is actually
Be
not
honest.
as-
Be honest. It's mostly
What?
Hispanics.
5 for Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Wait,
what I'm
Puerto Rico won
talking
like 3 years in a row, son.
So Jade, tell me it was mostly
7.
South American
about.
countries, right?
Wait, is that Venezuela every
Hold on.
year?
Puerto Rico won 5 times on their own.
Oh, you're going back.
Puerto
Okay.
Ricans are American citizens, so that
It's
you
not
can
based-
even count some of those as American wins.
Do you want to though?
I was about to say
I-
we are so selective about when we want to
Do
claim
you
Puerto
want
Rico.
to?
Like,
I mean, if there's a hurricane, they don't.
Yeah, but if it's
something
a-
that
if
helps
it's a
them,
pageant
they're
win,
all
yes.
about it. They're like,
Yes.
Also,
"These
Puerto
are-
Rico's not a state, so like,
yeah, how
not
ridiculous,
ratified.
Also true.
well, neither's like
It should just be a
Massachusetts,
fucking
but-
state. Why can't we?
Virginia's
have
not
Puerto
a
Rico
state either. Pennsylvania's not a state.
What?
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're talking about because they never ratified when they did
They're
that.
still commonwealths.
But they're treated like states.
I'm gonna make more drinks for everyone, so definitely keep the party
Another
going, keep the
drink
City
would
World
be
Radio going.
fantastic.
We're gonna keep the live going, but I still want to talk about our next topic,
Which is
this is also hip hop news. So we need to talk about the beef that happened. I can't say it's beef now, but between Drake and Pusha T. We don't have to go into detail about how. We don't have to go into detail. Hip hoppers are always jaded about these subjects. I know it, but also like people who do not do hip hop, whether producing or emceeing or DJing and whatnot. I would like to know what your take is on hip hop beef.
Well,
You don't exactly get the same beef in like rock music
It's
or
true, but the reason they do it,
that was awesome.
that's why they do it. It's all about money.
Okay,
and it
so
literally
you
helps
think
both
they do
sides.
it to push sales?
Push their sales. Yeah, because
But they went at Drake. He told he let the world know about Drake's like abandoned child.
oh no, he
Which
went after him.
I've already
Okay.
known about that, and I very deeply researched that last year.
Okay.
I knew who the girl was. I read all the articles. I knew it.
I'm surprised
I knew
that
that Drake had a
stayed out of
child.
the news. It's
I
interesting.
know. And then a year later, everyone's like, "Oh, Drake has a child." I was like, "Yes, it's Sophie Brousseau." Like, did we not know this? I thought it was going to be a different girl, and it's not.
So besides the fact that
You
we're
guys were
fact checking
sleeping.
what the beef, like what happened during the
A
beef,
model.
Yeah.
hip hop beef in general, it's happened like with so many artists. It's actually really annoying to me that we're still like, because whether or not they're doing it to push sales,
Yeah.
people eat that shit up.
Oh no, they
Oh,
love
we
it.
love
They love
it.
it because that's kind of
People
like the heart of
kill
hip hop is the
artists,
battle, right?
People kill
Hip-
artists
hip-hop,
all the time.
The heart of the hip hop is kind of like the battle sometimes.
At some
Yeah.
point, ciphering is important because it's communal and you're not going against each other. You're having fun.
Yeah.
Battling has always been like, I'm better than you. Part of hip hop is I'm the illest. I'm the dopest. You're whack.
Right.
I'm the shit. But then it becomes very WWE. With
Yeah.
like the way they're like,
Because the
but
East
they got
Coast
the
West
camera
Coast
on
beef,
them.
there's
whether
a lot
or
of
not
bad
it's fake,
shit
whether or
that
not
happened
it's
there.
fake,
Tupac
people
and Biggie dead.
all over the place still strongly believe in it. Like if
Sorry,
they really
sorry.
don't like
I don't
someone,
mean
they will
fake.
do something to harm them in real
my
life.
That's what's fucked up
WWE
about
metaphor
that
wasn't
shit.
about being fake. It's about that it's entertainment, number one, because WWE is entertainment.
It is.
And what they do is they're yelling at the camera because they have a match coming up. It's me versus Drew.
Hype.
We're gonna
hype
so
it
you're
up
hyping
to be the
in
best
that
thing ever.
matchup because you want as many people to watch that wrestling
True.
match.
Because-
So that's
I mean,
why
Jerry Springer is
Either
fake
us
and they're
win,
still hurting each
you
other.
have more people watch the shit. Oh yeah, it affects people negatively.
they
East
both
Coast,
just
West
put
Coast,
out
definitely.
projects.
But the thing is, there's the entertainment aspect, and the people that are making money from those fucking things, the people that sell their records, are all about it because they're in the background just like cashing it, and they're literally cashing the checks.
Cha-ching.
They're
Play it one more
literally
time.
cashing
Yep.
the check.
Wait, one
I
more
don't know
time.
if you guys. So they're all
I'm gonna
about
make
that
drinks
shit.
for y'all.
But
I think humans like fighting and like confrontation. Like the other night, I was at this Italian restaurant where my roommate DJs. It's like this kind of upscale Upper West Side, $17 for a personal pizza this big. And on all the TV screens, they had
Better be
UFC.
fucking good.
You know what?
UFC fighting.
It's all right. They had the UFC fights on, and I was like, if I was here paying $17 for half a slice of pizza, I don't know if I'd want to be watching two sweaty guys beat the shit out of each other.
Brutally hit each
But then I
other.
Yeah.
realized they pan the camera back, and there's an entire arena of people that have paid tickets to watch these two guys fight. I've been to boxing matches, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. So.
UFC, or is it just like a leg locking event? Because
No, it was like
wrestling.
there was blood. There was blood. I'm like, this is.
Like
I mean,
if my orientation was different, that's all I watch is UFC because there's just two guys in the
I think it kind of
It's
depends on the
pretty hot,
culture. In
but
America, we are a very fucking violent culture.
no, but
I mean, literally,
what about
we
the
can't repeal any
Coliseum?
of the
We
gun
used
laws
to put people in
for
an
just,
arena
like-
with a lion.
Yeah.
Like humans love watching people
We
get hurt.
We
and
don't mind.
dying.
It's like the Schadenfreude. We don't mind other people like
Oh, yeah,
dying as
not
long as
us.
it's not us. I mean, that's
I'm
kind of
not
like
the one jumping in the ring.
what's really wrong with the world is we don't really care what happens to the other person.
Sure.
It's like we're not
Roberto.
all.
gladiators.
Remember
One
you
race.
said like it's funny because the hip hop dudes do it, but you wouldn't have seen like, Bruce Springsteen is pissed off at Sting, and then he makes like a rock song about Sting, like fuck you Sting, you think you're an actor now, you used to be in the police, fuck the police, like
You're just ripping off
and
reggae.
everyone like,
Set that up for that.
no,
joke
no, no,
right
no,
there.
no. I'm just saying like you, and
You
then
wrote
he's
that joke
like,
4 years
then
ago,
Sting
by the
is
way.
like
I've
I'm
singing.
done
just
with you.
waiting to
That's
use
why he
it.
wins Supreme Bars so much because his punchlines are
There
amazing.
you go. But then Sting comes back at him about like, you ain't Jersey, Bon
You ain't
Jovi's
Jersey.
Jersey.
Bon Jovi-
And then
I'm the boss, yo. I'm the
I'm
boss.
the boss in this fucking town.
Party in the USA.
And then they battle each other. You're right. You don't really see that.
It kicks out himself.
You really
I mean,
don't.
there is kind of a beef. Sometimes, occasionally, there'll be like a back and forth. I think like Leonard Skinner mentioned like Neil Young, or Neil Young mentioned them
Against
like
Flo
saying
Rida?
you don't need a Southern man anyhow. But I mean,
Sure.
that was actually because they were hurt. I think because they respected Neil Young and he dropped that, kind of like basically saying all Southern men believe this. And they're like, dude,
Yep.
we're getting our asses kicked for having long hair in the South. So they were like,
They're
why the
rebels.
fuck would you say that to us about shit like that?
But a rock and roll diss track or even an EDM diss track. Like, Diplo and Deadmau5 don't get along, but Diplo's not making a fuck
Diplo
Deadmau5.
shit.
Fuck, yeah.
Diplo shit.
Yeah, and they're dissing each
Diplo
other. with
shit.
fucking Major Lazer gets in,
Major Lazer says fuck so
like
so.
that.
Yeah, like whoever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
That would be hilarious, though. As a
It would be
joke,
pretty
but
funny.
I don't see that happening.
EDM
I don't know. It
diss
just
track.
depends. I think because that's a lot of times like what I see happening in hip hop is like kind of like a battle between. It's part of like kind of the culture. So sometimes that's what it jumps into. Like rock and roll seems to be like a battle against probably
Society.
either authority figures or society.
Yeah.
So like, it's
That's
more
what
general.
rock and roll was in the beginning. Sure.
Yeah, what used to be. Now
Even
it's like
hip-hop. Hip-hop
Happy
too.
music on the radio.
but
Hip hop too. They
yeah,
were both
hip hop
rebel
too.
music. For
And
a
then
while.
suddenly, what's weird is hip hop kind of got changed. I think it was like the money.
Kinda
Once
got-
the money
kinda
got
got.
involved, then it's
definitely got.
all right. So yes, it was completely changed.
It did. Yeah.
Because when it started out, it was actually more of like a peace move.
It used to be electric. I had to do one, bro. You did
Yes.
it. Sound right. We
He's
gotta
just been
listen.
waiting. He's
Sam
been
has to
waiting
try.
to use.
They have to try one of these.
What is mine gonna
I don't know. Okay. I don't-
That's when we say a bad joke.
be? What
We
is
have
the
to do that
ghost
one.
one? I want to know
Let's
what the
hear it.
ghost is.
Play it.
That sounds like a ghost fell on a banana.
like opera.
Like that does sound like that. That was me.
Don't impress that.
That was me, guys. I ate a lot of beans
That's
yesterday.
what happens when you put liquor into your World Events podcast.
Oh
You
shit!
start
My
messing
refill's
with-
here.
You know what? Maybe for the next one, you just take the sound machines out.
No, I-
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have Sam, Andrew, Orlando, and Roberto.
Zeps, what about like
Press more
healthy,
buttons.
What about, I hate to say healthy beef, it's weird.
Healthy beef.
But like
Kobe beef.
the bridge wars. Come on.
What?
We are hip-hop
MC
heads.
Shan and
MC
KRS-One?
Well,
That?
Molly Marl, yeah, and KRS-One.
Like the bridge is over shit?
Well, the competition
So-
can bring the level
I'll be
up
completely
between
honest.
both
I've done
performers.
history on that. Too young for me to affect me. I was too young for that beef.
So
I
you
didn't
don't
care
remember how it
about it.
affected hip-hop in general? How
That
like
didn't affect you in the
It
crib?
started out basically okay. So what happened was that there was something called the Bridge Wars, and they were between Bronx and Queens. We wanted to fight over who were the originators of hip hop. So BDP, Boogie Down Productions, and Molly Mall. What was his crew?
Juice Crew?
Juice Crew.
So
So
Juice
Molly
Crew.
Mall
Am I
and the
right?
Juice Crew.
Okay.
Sorry for even asking. I feel like
It is
damn,
Juice
I had to
Crew,
fact check with Zeps.
Oh!
You've been drinking too. It's okay. It's
Right,
okay.
so-
You had one of these.
Everyone knows that
Oh.
one classic song, "The Bridge Is Over." The bridge is over. The bridge is over, and that was really one of the most notable diss tracks
Sure,
in
sure.
like hip hop history. Would you consider that like healthy? Would you consider that like did you think that beef had no relevance in hip hop? Because everyone knows that like whenever you go to a cipher, for instance, whenever you
Yeah.
go to like Freestyle Monday in New York, or whenever you go to any battle stomping ground, doesn't matter. They say that it's part of hip hop to have
is.
beef with another artist or another
Okay.
like do a diss track. It's part of hip hop. Is that even healthy in your opinion to say that like talking
Yes.
trash about someone else is
Yes.
part of hip hop culture?
Yes. Yes.
How does that edify the community at all?
I think what it does is you still need to give people tough skin, number one, with the way that everything's all soft now for kids. So
Okay.
you gotta have tough skin. And as an MC, if you get called out by somebody or dissed by somebody, I think it shows the people that are watching, like, you gotta be at the top of your game. 'Cause somebody might call you out, and somebody might diss you. So I feel like it makes everyone else, at least the people that care about lyrics and quality, like, have to make dope shit. I gotta make dope shit because I might have to battle somebody one day, and I gotta, you know what I'm saying? And my skeletons might come out the closet. You have to like be prepared for that. It's like in basketball. You see, like when they're like
So
really,
this is to toughen people up.
yeah, like technical fouls. Like you know when they like, what's that shit called? A hard foul, fucking
It's not a text.
flagrant.
Flagrant, yeah.
You feel me? Like
gotta be fighting.
you could play basketball and that's rapping and making albums, or you could be in the playoffs and get ejected because you had 3 flagrant fouls and you elbowed LeBron in the neck.
Well, I think once you reach a
'cause you
certain
don't like
level,
them.
if
You
you're
know
not sticking to, I guess, what you came from or whatever, then you basically do open yourself up for that kind of like attack or whatever.
Yeah,
Because that's what he came like. Okay, so let's get this right. Was Pusha T a ghostwriter for Drake?
maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I would love that.
I
hope that's
know
true.
Drake has a lot
Yeah,
of ghostwriters.
what exactly?
So he's-
why are
Drake
they
is more of an
upsetting each other?
It's
entertainer
been years in the making.
than
Really?
like
This
you know.
entire beef has
A lot of
been years
background
in the
shit.
making.
But
Yeah.
thinking of like what Sam does events. So does Roberto. I like beef, but then of course you don't want that negative vibe of it to come to a live place where people are having fun
Right.
and two guys from rival crews are like both at the same showcase that a nice person like say Sam threw.
It happens a lot.
Right, Sam's
It
throwing,
happens a lot.
you know, and then it's like, God damn it, hip hop is positive, and that beef aspect that I'm contradicting myself because I'm like, that shit's corny.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if you're gonna
But-
put it on songs and diss each other, cool, but let's not ruin everyone else's vibe because I'm tough and you're tough, and now we want to fight or stab or.
There is this up and coming rapper MC named Blimes Brixton. I don't know if you guys know her.
I love her.
You love her.
She's from the Bay.
She is from the Bay. So
She's
she was a
American.
battle rapper. She was a battle rapper.
Oh, Blimey used to be.
Yes,
on there. Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
And she had to stop. She had to stop doing it because she's white and she's openly gay, and she was tired of being ripped to shreds in.
Oh, you mean the butt of the jokes that were coming like, oh yeah, she's
like
nice.
it was
There's a
probably
negative aspect to,
like
I've
it was
seen some
probably
of those
getting to the
battles.
point where
Yeah.
it was just like unacceptable and hurtful and negative. And it's like I love to do this, and you can tell the way that she raps, like she's insane, you know, like that's where she was her skills were groomed, but and now she's making money. Exactly.
She's
She
a
like
good musician.
stopped battling in the basements, and now she's
she was always a good musician.
Yeah.
I saw her just she chose battles because it was a way to get her name out there. But it makes sense if you're better at making music, fall back on the battling. And she did a smart move. She did a smart move.
and she started coaching
Well,
for whatever
probably
that
it's probably
TV
better
show
for her
is.
mental health when she goes there and literally they just try to desecrate.
But a
who
lot
she
of battle
is,
rappers
but
make
that's not
shitty
battle.
music.
We
And
should
now
also,
they're
Nah,
making-
okay.
we
Yeah,
should
sure.
also
No,
know
I'm
that
not
that is
gonna-
actually
I'm not
very
gonna-
true.
you're
I
right,
actually
you're right.
wanted to say that too, because as much as we used to love Jen the MC over in 106 in Park,
His songs are garbage.
once he signed to Rough Riders, it was over.
Garbage.
That happens all the time. I love Craig G to death. I love Craig G. One of the
Yeah.
best battles ever in hip hop history was Craig G versus Supernatural. And after he was known for being the guy who like battled Supernatural, he ended up signing to D&D Records, and he didn't do that well.
So his album came out in
It bombed.
I love Craig G.
I
to
agree.
death,
That was a
but
terrible
it
time.
happened.
Another basketball metaphor. I feel like hip hop has like you have your people that are like slam dunkers only, 3-point shooters. This guy's good at rebounds. You feel me?
What's what?
You don't
and
have
one.
to
We
know
love
how to
and
freestyle.
one, but those guys aren't complete basketball players.
Some guys are just good at battle rapping. Some
Yeah.
guys are just good at.
There's nothing wrong with
Freestyling.
that, but like the thing is, it's actually incredibly difficult to jump from those different things. Those are specific skills.
Those are
Battle
you're
rapping
right.
specific skills. Dudes that can like fucking create stories out of a topic off the top of the head. That is an amazing skill.
Rocking with a
Sometimes
live
that
band.
does not translate
Rocking
over an
with a
album.
live band is another like hip hop bubble that I feel like I've seen really bad hip hop bands. They're just like the drummer's too loud, you can't hear the dude.
Yeah.
Then you see the really amazing ones, and you're like, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how it's done. Like the job of an MC spans so many like subgenres
Right.
that if you can tap into some of those,
Yeah.
Like I was talking to Sam earlier about being an MC and having to like not curse at corporate events or do a quinceañera and you got to keep it clean.
Not
you know
everyone
what I'm
can do that. Not everyone can.
I know
force themselves.
exactly.
So
That's the thing.
It's
Yeah,
good.
be able to
To,
It's adaptability, it's survivability, but like those are distinct skills. And
I'm trying to be a
that's what's
Tony
hard.
Koo coach. I'm not trying to be Jordan, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be cool
But I think
coach.
there's all different skills, and some people have one of those skills. Some people have a lot of those skills. Like, I've recently been talking to a lot of people about Bad Baby, the Cash Me Outside girl. You know what? A lot of
I
people.
like her music,
You know
yo.
what?
It's
A lot of
really
people.
well
A
produced.
lot of
No?
people.
I don't
A
know.
lot of people want to talk shit about she doesn't, make her beats or she doesn't write her lyrics.
Yeah, but
you know
neither
what?
does Cardi B, and everyone loves
You know what? She can rap.
Cardi B.
She can rap, and you know what? It's really well produced.
Yeah, it
It's
is. She
really
knows how to
well
rap.
Everyone loves
produced.
that. Everyone loves that one
But
song.
here's
Gucci
the thing that's
flip-flops,
kind of
the Gucci
crazy. Here's the
flip-flop.
thing that's kind of crazy about
That's
our
not a bad
society.
song.
If
I
you
like
like
Lil Yachty,
someone,
though.
like
I
really,
like
I
really
don't
like
the
them.
Little Yachty verse.
There's
is
like
not
two
good.
different conversations going on right
I know.
now.
That's crazy.
I was
We're all
still
talking at the
I was
same time.
still listening, saying what she was saying about the
Oh,
viral
my phone died? Oh.
What do you think?
viral people making music and shit.
What do you think happened to Cannabis after that beef that he had with LL?
He
For
got
those who don't
smoked.
know,
boy.
LL Cool J has been in the game forever. LL Cool J in the late '90s, he made this song with a group of various artists, and Cannabis, who's like really well known for battle rap, he ended up being a victim of one of LL's many like tirades that he,
Like a
LL
freestyle
had-
tirade?
LL had beef with Ice Cube. He had beef with a lot of people.
No, LL did that shit with that
So-
song with Method Man.
So there was this song called 4321, and in the song, in the original version, Cannabis said, "Hey LL, let me borrow your mic. Let me da 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 da," and LL took it the wrong way. For one thing, you should appreciate the fact that someone younger than you wants to like be you. Cannabis wasn't even trying to say he wanted to be him. He just let me
Yeah.
borrow your mic, and then
But to
LL,
him, it's like, I'm trying to push you out
and
the
then
way. and be a
LL
better rapper.
redid his entire verse, and then he did a diss track on the same song where Cannabis already recorded. You know.
That was-
And
Oh, wow.
so LL went back in the studio and in the same song with Method Man, Redman, Master P. all
That's
these
some
other
like
guys.
shade right
Master
there.
P.
Master
No,
P was-
Master
Nah,
P.
nah, nah,
Yeah, he
nah,
was,
that's some
Master
shade
P
right
was
there.
in the original version. Yeah. Have a Coke and a smile. Party don't stop, but it
He's not
get
on the
buck
final.
wild.
Until he got sponsored by
Master
Pepsi
P
and then
rock,
changed.
yeah, but I gotta give it to my homie LL. 4, 1, 2, yeah.
Wow, Roberto knows the whole Master P verse.
I know all the verses in 4, 3, 2, 1. It brought out DMX. It blew him up.
We're not gonna ask
true,
this because
DMX
he would
was
literally
on-
do verse by verse by verse and tell you who he did it and when he
DMX
dropped
was
it.
on that. You're right.
So
Wait, but why was Master P not on the popular single?
he's in the video too.
What? Stop
Yeah,
lying.
you gotta check it out. He's-
Why don't I remember him being
Fact
on there?
check. No, I'm kidding. So LL recreated, like, I'm just saying, like, this is the kind of like beef that just like it was almost like for no reason. Like, how is
Yeah.
that healthy for hip hop when LL literally made a track and then like scrapped it because he got mad at somebody in the same song and then went back in the studio, redid his verse.
I think
And
it would actually be funnier if
So
like
then,
halfway
like-
through the song he was cool with it, and then the next half he's like, you know what, fuck cannabis, and then he like started like doing that in the middle of the song.
No, that'd be weird. But
He did it without saying his name. He just
exactly,
it was
and
aimed at him.
that's why I like those are the kind of beat tracks that everyone was like listening to, like, oh no, you know what he's talking about, even though he knows it, whatever.
Well, it's like
So,
playing
like,
dozens. Like we go
So
back and forth,
Cannabis
we talk
came back
shit to
with an
your friend.
entire track called Second Round Knockout. He got Mike Tyson involved in the song. It was actually really well put together.
I remember
But
that.
even as a kid, I
Before
was
the
still
face
thinking, like,
tattoo?
why is this even necessary? Even Source Magazine was like instigating. They had the picture of like Muhammad Ali, but it was like LL versus
Yeah, because
Cannabis.
it
You know, like,
sells. Drama sells. They were bullshit.
right? But okay, it sells
like right now.
Let's just
Trump
say it does
farts,
sell.
and it's on the news. It's
Right.
literally in the news.
All right, Drew. Let's just say it sells. How did that sell for Cannabis? After that track happened, he was no longer even in the. He had his own like what is it, 100 bars, whatever that he did track, but that was it.
Yeah.
Cannabis went nowhere after that beef with LL.
Yeah.
LL started the beef and pretty much ended
So
Cannabis.
you're saying like basically the negative effects of a beef could
LL
destroy
lost
your
that
career.
that beef, that whole like whatever they were going through.
But he was on
But-
like NCIS and doing that shark movie and shit.
Yeah, he was acting.
Deep Blue. He was alright.
But
I
he
thought you were
was
gonna
still
say
making
Sharknado
music.
27.
LL still put out albums. He had a contract
that's
for a
why.
10 album deal that he had to like complete.
Cannabis had one like good like underground album that had that song on it and the 100 bars and Buckingham Palace and shit like that.
It was produced by Wyclef, and anybody who was produced by Wyclef back
no,
in the day
no.
did not
That
go
album
anywhere.
is tight. That
It
album
wa-
has some
we loved it,
crazy
but
songs.
it didn't go anywhere. It didn't.
God damn it,
No, I
Wyclef.
know. It went kind of somewhere, but his follow up is where he started to decline. The 2000 BC.
I think Wyclef. I
Before
love
Cannabis.
Wyclef and his own music, but every time he produced someone else, and he,
Whoa! Wasn't he helping City High? That was pretty dope.
yeah, and then everyone was fucking the girl from City High. And then
Oh,
they were,
come on! Let's
They only had that one song,
Did they
though,
buy her a
right?
drink first?
Okay, so
One of those kids was in Sister Act 2, remember?
Wyclef tried his best. Destiny's Child blew up, but then Beyonce did her own thing.
Oh, they
Yeah.
did
But
the
even-
No remix.
Yeah, but
Right.
all those
So
girls.
Wyclef helped a lot of people
blew up
out
a
in the
little bit.
past. But once he started like saying, "I'm going to do your entire album," the albums went nowhere. And I think
Wah,
that's where Cannabis
wah.
went wrong because he thought he was like commercial to the point where he can get Wyclef to do his
got
whatever.
this.
All I'm saying
You
is,
mean like it's like produced by Dre? It's like, oh, it's
all,
gonna sell a
all I'm
million
saying
records.
is, how did that beef help sell records? That the whole Cannabis Wyclef thing didn't happen until way
It's
later.
not
For the music
necessarily to
industry,
sell-
they don't give a fuck.
It's not
because they're
necessarily to
still
sell
getting paid.
records. It's to just create buzz about it too, and to sell magazines and to sell
it made
ad
LL, it made
space.
LL look
Word
really bad.
of mouth.
That was pre-digital clickbait, like magazine clickbait. You know
Just
what I'm saying?
standing online at the grocery store, just looking at the magazines and having to grab your attention by that
Yeah.
headline.
So like you're trying to say the source is
the
the
George
National
Clooney
Enquirer
divorce
of
and all
rap?
that.
XXL
Perhaps.
was TMZ for hip hop. You know, they would like tell you that.
True.
You know, they would have an exclusive interview and then finally
I
tell
think
you.
World Star is TMZ for hip hop.
No, that's
Well, no. But he's saying before
then,
when
yeah.
it was just print magazines, before
Yeah.
digital. Yeah.
that gossip always.
Yeah.
I mean, the Source magazine and Double XL, they were like,
But
they
then
were the
you
instigators.
had those more bootleg magazines. I can't remember the name of them, but they were like all the hip hop people, but
Like
only
Divas
drama.
and Dons.
Yeah, like strictly drama. A little bit about this new album
Because that's
and-
what
and-
sells. That's
Yeah.
literally what sells. Drama sells.
Again, 'cause
in
humans
the
like
world.
fighting.
Humans like drama. They
We like conflict.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We love
And
watching
so
people hurt
it's
each
a
other.
simple. It's like a simple backdrop to go back to that and then push it.
Don't you think it's a
People
little
are
too far when you start
conflict.
going up against someone's multiple sclerosis? Like,
Yeah, I think that's too far. But
What?
you know what?
Who said that?
Pusha T.
Wait, who was that, man?
He said that about one of Drake's friends.
It's not one of Drake's friends. It's his.
Or-
Did he
his.
blame it on him? Did he say like you're so whacked? It's why he has that disease.
That's
kinda
why it's
funny.
twisted.
No, you guys got to hear the song.
Yeah.
Wait, the one where he
Pusha
talks
T
about his
song.
kid and shit.
Jade,
Yeah,
play that
yeah.
story of
I don't
Adada.
No, I listened to it. What was? No, I listened to the song. Where's the verse where he actually drops about the MS thing?
I missed it. I
He
listened to
said-
it once
There's
and I was
a
like,
line.
I
I
don't-
don't remember what the
Said
line is.
Tick, tick. He basically said that the guy has.
He's gonna die soon?
He's gonna die soon.
Yeah, he's gonna
all
die
right.
soon.
Maybe
Whoa,
he means
who?
like one of his shooters is gonna get him before.
No, he has
Honestly-
MS. He's dying. It's not good.
Here's the thing.
All right, it doesn't matter what happened.
The
All I'm
song-
saying,
I don't
it's
like his reply because it's personal, but I didn't like the way he delivered it.
No, he went. It's
It's mad personal.
Like,
Do you know why Drake stopped? He actually had a comeback track against Pusha T, but he was actually being told by his own management, like, look, this
To
is
not release
it's a
it.
waste
You know
of
what?
time. It's a
Yeah.
waste of money and a waste of energy.
It's not good for Kanye. It's not good for a lot of people involved in the making of your next,
That's okay.
of your future album. So, like, Drake was like, you know what? I'll back off.
Back off and I'll drop a
This is
Degrassi
seriously-
reunion.
This
That's
is
what he
seriously
did,
like,
and we're all happy about it.
This is just like LL and Cannabis because
he rolling
LL
in that
was
one, too?
huge. Cannabis was not as big as LL. Pusha T was big when he was with the Clips and Pharrell and all that. But
yeah.
Pusha T coming back, whatever. It's still not as big as Drake right now.
Drake-
No,
not as big.
not at
But look at
all.
what
But
Drake can't
but
really
this is
be
actually
touched.
helping Pusha T as opposed to like Cannabis. Like Cannabis like fell off the face of the earth, but Pusha
Yeah.
T now
Here's the
he's
thing.
like, oh shit, Pusha T's back. Fuck that.
Yeah,
That's all-
yeah.
I want to
Drake
hear
doesn't-
every album he has.
Drake doesn't
Really?
need help because he's a superstar, but he,
Yeah, I
think
he
that's part of the
needed
reason
this-
why he stopped.
needed this for relevance.
Why?
What do you mean why? He got it what he needed, and now he fell back. But then listen what Sam just said. Now what he did was he pulled the mogul move and fell back and said, "I'm going to fall back and remind you that I was a child star and I'm doing this for my homies." And he's going to start acting more. He's just going to like.
He don't dance now. He makes mogul moves. That's what you're
Sure.
saying, right?
Oh, speaking of
I had to say it.
speaking of don't dance, remember that dude, the
Jesus.
big Shaq, man's not hot, the British dude, like the grime dude.
No.
Where he's like wearing a big jacket and he's like, "Man's not hot, bruv," and he's like freestyling
Bruv.
British with the British accent. You don't
Bruv.
remember?
Do
You
it
never
again,
seen
do
Big
it
Shaq?
again.
Wait, hey, which one, bruv?
He's like rhyming about not being hot, but he's wearing a big jacket. You know,
What?
like a hat. I don't know. You never seen that dude?
And it,
No.
Bring it up.
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She's like, I do not
He's
get
like,
paid
"You're
for
the
this
producer
shit.
now."
moving on. No, I'm saying.
This is the funny like viral thing where he went viral because it's like a very unpurposely bad grime rap. He went on like he went on a DJ show and as this character, but people thought he was a real dude
Because
kinda.
they couldn't tell the difference between.
Yeah, and he was just like rhyming all crazy and like making sound effects, going skr up, pop pop, bust shots, rah, and he's like,
God.
and he's just
Keep
saying,
on bombing.
he's saying silly shit, and then it blew up, and then it came out that he's a comedian.
Right.
So
Wow.
then like it was one of those things where
That's
like his
brilliant.
alter ego blew
That's
up.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's very.
Well,
funny.
that's the same thing that happened with.
Hold on, just to clarify, guys out there in Facebook world and Instagram, we actually started a little bit late at City World Radio. We started at 5:30 instead of 5 o'clock, so we might even go till 6:30. Sorry, not sorry. Keep going.
Well,
Wait,
now
you're
it's a full
stopping?
circle to the beef. This guy came out. His name was Big Shaq, right?
That sounds
Shaquille
familiar, okay.
O'Neal got the instrumental
Oh, did he?
and fucking
Oh, did
wrote
he?
a song against this British comedian.
What's up, Doc? Can we rock?
And he actually kind of killed it. He was flowing.
Wait,
and
at
he
what
was like,
age?
"I'm the
Like-
real big." This just happened this past year.
Really?
I've never heard of
So
this.
it was better than his
I'm the
stuff with
real Big
Fushnikins?
Shaq.
No, his Fushnikin skills came into play because it's like a bouncy. Grime beats are like almost like trap beat
Yeah.
tempos. Like,
There's only one song I liked from Shaq, and that was No Hooks, and that's it. There's only one song from Shaq that I like, and that was
listen,
No
he
Hooks.
could flow. He could
With
pop lock.
Method
He could
Man
pop and
with
lock.
Method Man and RZA. I love that track, and that
It's a good
is
song.
it.
It's a good song.
No, what's up, Doc? Can we rock? None of that shit. I'm like, are you kidding?
But this was
Even
an
as I was like
example.
7 years, I was like, are you kidding? Like,
This was two dudes, a guy who was a comedian and one of his characters blew up.
Yeah.
Right? And then an ex
Ollie
NBA
G.
player who does NBA after game talking. And they both found
Really
a way
bad
to
too.
boost their careers because he's like, I'm going to make a fucking diss. I'm the real Big Shaq. And then boom, he got more famous. Shaq stayed relevant for another couple weeks.
wow.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
a
mean?
lot of
and
that
that's
is
battle.
actually.
That's rap beef.
So
between an NBA player and a
Healthy.
fucking
Would you say
comedian.
healthy
A lot
rap
of
beef?
that
'Cause
is
that's really what the
confusing the
discussion
pop-
here.
Let's
Is
say
it
it's
healthy
rap-
or is
I
it
wanna-
not
I
healthy?
just
Like
want
when
to say, I'm
Andy
glad you said
Kaufman
rap
used to
beef.
fight Jerry Lawler.
I'm glad you said
Wow.
rap beef.
Planned out.
You didn't
Yeah.
say hip hop
Planned
beef,
out.
'cause that's not hip hop.
Rap
That's
beef.
rap beef.
Grime beef.
That is not
Very grimy.
very grimy.
Stormy, Skepta, you know those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, that type of
Real
shit,
bare
right?
skills, bruv.
It's streets.
The streets is strong. This second drink is real nice, bro. It's real nice. Bro.
Yeah, you smooth.
I only
Real
bring
smooth,
drinks
right?
so people
so
can
good
talk
we're talking in
differently.
accents now. you know?
Stay in this character for the next 15 minutes.
Wait,
until-
what
If
accent?
Minx was listening right now, she would be like shitting all of
Shout
our
out to
accounts.
Minx in Ireland.
Oh, that's where she's at?
She's in,
No,
I don't know where
doubt.
she's at right now, but
Is there a
it's from-
sound
She's
effect
in
for
London.
that?
I'm
Hold
pretty
on,
sure
let me
she's
see.
in
In
London right
Ireland
now.
sound
Where's
effects?
the Irish sound effect?
Oh, that was inappropriate.
that might be that might be an app on your cell phone.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. I'm kidding. No, we're still here.
Not bloody likely.
This is fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of
Call
fun.
this episode Supreme Mars.
I love it.
Call
All right,
back.
Let's do it.
Call it back. Call it back.
Last order of business.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing we didn't talk about. Well, there was a couple things we didn't talk about, but I know we're gonna go up to 6:30. So
no, I'm showing the time frame.
not a huge deal for a lot of
Huge.
Americans, but for those who watch football or even those who are very political, kneeling during the national anthem. There's a new policy now that
So
says.
wait, do they have him actually staying in the
I
tunnel?
think he's gonna. I think
No,
he's gonna
optional.
explain.
Right? No,
Optional.
yeah, yeah.
Explain.
It's optional.
No,
I'll let you finish. Sorry, go ahead.
So the NFL decided, unanimous decision, that you need to stand and put your hand on your heart and stand for the national anthem. If you don't,
Fuck
you need to stay in the locker rooms. You need to stay in your locker room.
Fuck you. All right.
Like, if you kneel, they allow every other sports team to give out their own
Punishments.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta
Like-
chime in on shit.
They say they can go as far as like what $250,000
Of a fine?
for someone who gets paid like what 11 million.
I was like, yeah, this is like
Let
pocket
me
change.
let me
Right.
go against this
So-
jingoistic bullshit. First of all, for those not listening, I know a
Good
little
word,
about this.
jingoistic. It's actually a word.
Yeah.
Jingoistic.
For those not that are not familiar with this, the only reason that fucking players stand and put their hands to their hearts is because the U.S. Military paid a certain amount of money for football players to come out during the national anthem for that patriotic shit. Before, they actually used to stay in the tunnel during the national anthem and came out afterwards.
The tunnel,
Like literally, they never left the back. They didn't
vomitorium?
show up on the field until after the anthem.
okay.
Because
So
they
it
were
was
in a
literally-
way.
It was literally paid for.
It's
by
almost like a
our
sponsorship.
government
Like when you throw a party and you're like, oh, sponsored
for
by, because
fake
they threw someone.
patriotism.
Right.
And now, literally, what they're saying is, if you do not show this fake patriotism, which is actually against a lot of the things that are in that originally about the flag, forcing people to do that shit. Jehovah's Witness, do not stand for the national anthem. Okay.
or celebrate birthdays.
Yeah,
That's true.
But like the fact that like one black player drops a knee, which actually he kind of coordinated with some veterans
But Kaepernick
of the
wasn't the first to
military
do it,
to
right?
find that out because he used to sit, and that was disrespectful. So he literally talked to like a veteran of war about what is respectful. He said, "Veterans of war kneel to show respect." And now somehow our country finds it like really offensive that this guy would kneel in because he has a platform, and the fact that he was, like fighting the fact that
Of course.
police can literally kill somebody.
No, it
Put a
all
bullet
it
in
all
their
makes
head.
sense. It's just
Yeah.
kind of
And
silly that
and not actually have any repercussions.
They
like,
paid
you could
for
literally
it.
shoot someone and kill someone for any reason. Like, I'm scared, bam, 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 and not have any repercussions. And he said something about that, and now everyone's like, he needs to fucking get up and stand because of his job and shit. And I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
That's what they all sound like. Actually.
it got pushed in a weird direction.
Yeah, a real weird direction. The way.
Like, kneeling is a sign of respect. Like, can I use your mic? Kneeling-
Please, talk to
kneeling
us.
I'm also a veteran, and I totally cool with like Colin Kaepernick from the beginning. But kneeling is a sign of respect. If you are anywhere in football culture, whenever your coach says take a knee, you do it, and you're like, it's literally a sign of respect. Like out of anything, any sport, like football is the one that knows this.
You're right. Like even when
Like-
one of the guys gets tackled real hard and they bring out the stretcher, they get on their knees sometimes. The other players.
Honestly, it wasn't even against like
Yeah.
Americanism. It wasn't even against patriotism. It was against police brutality.
No, we all know that.
Like that's why they.
We
did it.
all know that. It's just that they want to push it because it's a new angle that can distract people from other shit.
It's a distraction.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like saying
he's
Rosa
saying
Parks
they paid for
was
it.
basically protesting the buses.
Right.
Yeah, she wasn't. She wasn't protesting mass transit. Like fucking bus drivers.
It's
That's
like
a good point.
goddamn buses.
It's
That's
fucking
that's a
crazy.
whole different.
It's crazy that it's optional. It's like, oh, if you don't want to, if you want to just stay in the locker, cool, and come out afterwards.
I was surprised it took them. I figured they would just do this. They'd be like, guess what? We're not going to have the players on the field during the anthem.
At all,
They can't
yeah.
protest.
Right.
But there's that U.S.
Well, no,
government
now they're
military
segregating
money.
it. They're
that's coming
segregating
in
it.
there
It's
right
like
now.
if you can, now you have the option to just you can't even come out and be seen. You have to stay in the locker room. So obviously that's
or do what we say.
or do
Yeah.
what we say.
If
And
they're not seen and we know who they are, isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing. But whenever
It's
I
only
see
if
this
they highlight
discussion, I always think like there's there are so many other things that are going on in this country. As you were mentioning earlier, the suicide rate is up. There's an opioid crisis. We walk around New York City, which is the best city in the entire world, and there is homeless people and mentally ill people and people that can't take care of themselves everywhere. But we have the president dedicating time and resources and effort to what an NFL player is doing.
Yeah. It's pretty sad.
That's where my brain always goes.
And it's they blame it on these people
when
they're trying to do good stuff. And then I saw this lady on ESPN make a good point. Who says anything to the hundreds of people at the stadium or at home that are on the concession stand taking a piss?
They're anti-American.
Lost, and you couldn't find your seat yet, and then the anthem starts. You see, actually, a couple people will look at the TV screen and freeze and do it. Most of everyone else is milling about and just going, "Fuck anthem." That means the game's starting soon. And they fucking holding their nachos and running to their seat.
I can't put my nachos through my heart.
You know what I'm saying? So this lady's point was like, those are hundreds of people at the same time that are disrespecting it the same way and not standing at attention.
Right.
No one says nothing about that. So it's just like,
I mean,
it's imagery. It's a lot of imagery.
Are they going to force all of them like, hey, stop what you're doing?
No, but have you not noticed? I've been in that
Stop
situation
pissing.
where I was at the concession stand. The anthem came on, and I didn't go all out, but I took my hat off.
You have to.
Took my hat off. I was waiting for a hot dog, and I was like, fucking, I just put the hat by my chest.
If you don't, you hate America.
It was a thing.
That's
I've done
what we're
it.
told.
I go to baseball games my whole life. It was a habit. It was more habit. I don't look at other people and go, you disrespectful American piece of shit. Put them nachos down. Like, how dare you take a bite of that chicken tender?
Why they gotta be Southerner, yo?
I don't know. Put that tender down.
Put that tender down.
I'm hungry, though.
You're disrespectful.
Salute the flag, boy.
Wait,
You hear me?
Zeb, do English accent again. I'm just...
These dumb Americans.
Fucking Americans, right?
It's not football.
Okay,
You use your
can't believe
feet
it, right?
twice in the game. You kick a
Football,
punt.
yeah. And
You kick a
and
field goal. You barely use your feet. It's not football, bruv.
Bro,
Mate.
ain't football.
I'm glad we're
World
recording
Cup.
this. I want to look at this later. You know, she
In
can
World
send
Cup
us-
news.
She can send all of us the audio
Send me a
version.
little clip. Send me a little snippet of me change my voice various times.
We'll do Russian, yeah?
We do Russian for a little bit, go back to British, and then I go Brooklyn accent because it's where I was born, you know?
Artist, author, and
Brighton
comedian.
Beach. I am not comedian, I am MC, bro.
He's a comedian.
You understand me?
You
Bro,
making
he
us
MC,
laugh
bro.
now.
I am C, bro. Run hip hop, number one
MC,
in tools, bro.
So we got to wrap up pretty soon. I love y'all, man.
The Puerto Rican Russian.
Before we do, I might have a little bit of whiskey left. I'm not going to do any more gold rushes for
So we do
everybody.
shots,
but
basically.
Gold
Do
Russians?
shots? Is it
I
time
would
to
like
do a
to do
shot?
one more toast and just to let everyone know who you are one more time and whatever project you're working on next.
One more toast. My name is Rye Toast. I come with eggs and bacon and breakfast at
It's
diners.
actually rye whiskey. It's
Sometimes I have butter on me, and sometimes they give you a little jelly packet to accompany my toast. Thank you. My name is Zeps. Google me. Next. Two drinks. That's
How
it,
do you
bro.
even follow that? How do you even...
Talk about toast. Brioche.
Brioche.
Bruschetta.
Bruschetta?
I don't know.
Ah, good times.
Yeah, Rhymosaur's out now. Google that shit.
Oh, is it on me?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I don't have a whole lot going on right now, but if I haven't thoroughly embarrassed her enough, check out Vanessa Rubio, my girl, on Cobra Kai. She plays the mother of, what I think it's Solo, Xolo.
Out on YouTube Red now.
Yeah, out on YouTube Red. But it got renewed for a second season, and that's fucking amazing.
Well, my one little last thing to plug here is that I am hosting the next edition of Monday Sucks. It is back on a rooftop.
Oh, wow. Where?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
You can follow me on Instagram, and I'm going to be dropping all the information tomorrow. My Instagram is sampop, POPPNYC. And hopefully I will see you on the roof for a cocktail on June 25th.
A rooftop party, eh?
Hey, a rooftop party.
We're all British today, yo.
Oh, yes, we
That's what
are.
alcohol does.
I like rooftop. You get nice breeze. You watch sunset. New York City, very, very beautiful.
Very nice. Sexy type.
And I am Roberto de Jesus of
Jesus.
Supreme Bars. You can see
Robert
it
of
on,
Jesus.
You can see it on the T-shirt. You can see it on my
the pen,
pens.
on the pen.
Wow.
Here, this pen.
So yeah, Supreme Bars is a monthly competition. It's third Monday every month over at Feluca Lounge, 162 Bleecker Street. Definitely check us out. It's a freestyle competition as well as a producer beat battle. Judges are involved, prizes, trophies. Zeps is actually competing tomorrow,
It's been a while. It's been a while.
but he doesn't want to tell
It's been a
anybody.
while.
It's been a while. Like saying. And every other Sunday, we also put together a outdoors freestyle event called Supreme Fam, which is actually happening right now over at Astor Place until 7 o'clock.
Somehow,
Supreme
Berto's
Fam-
not doing it.
I was
Supreme
about to say,
Fam
how is he here?
Freestyle around Manhattan. We have a lot of artists over there right now
I
with
might
our
have to
famous Lacey the Boombox.
Go catch the end of that.
So Supreme Fam is still happening. Also, Boozy News Podcast will be third Sunday of every month, so definitely check us out again while we enjoy cocktails and talk about current events at the same time.
Get lit.
Supreme Bars, once again, thank you Skies Crescent Radio and City World Radio.
Give it up for City World.
Yeah.
Give it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
We are here.
Thank you, Zeps. Thank you, Drew
Thank you.
McConnell. Thank you, Sam Pop.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. Thank you, Facebook.
Are we ending
Instagram.
5 minutes early?
Thank you, Live Me.
Short and sweet. Keep
We
it
are
nice.
done.
That's a wrap, folks.
Buy my book if you have nieces and nephews. Be a good uncle. Stop being a prick. All right, peace.
In our nation's armed forces and you're looking for a way to continue serving your fellow veterans in your community, then join AMVETS. Each year, AMVETS members volunteer millions of hours at VA healthcare facilities from coast to coast, helping to improve the lives of their fellow veterans through the VA Voluntary Services Program. AMVETS posts and departments also participate in a wide variety of community service projects ranging from Americanism in our schools to supporting the Special Olympics and Boy Scouts of America. If you no longer wear the uniform today, you can still serve through the AMVETS by joining today at amvets.org.
Hi, I'm Janice Ian. Do you remember how excited you were at the start of summer every year and how the summer just started to drag on after a few months and you couldn't wait to get back to school, see your old friends, make new friends, get new books and a new locker and a clean slate? Well, you should have been excited about music class, too, because that was a special room where you went to sing, perform with your friends, and learn all kinds of interesting stuff about great composers, instruments, different kinds of music and songs. We remember our music teachers because they were so passionate about helping us learn to love music. They helped to spark a love for listening to notes and voices and rhythms that continues to enrich our lives even today. I bet your kids feel the same way about music class. Ask them, and make sure they get involved with music in school and in their lives.
A PSA brought to you by MENC, the National Association for Music Education, and the National Anthem Project, the campaign to restore America's voice through music education. Music, part of a sound education.
Today's entertainment has been brought to you in part by Galito's Restaurant. Galito's specializes in Portuguese cuisine. In addition to these delicacies, Galito's offers pasta, steaks, seafood, and chops. A full-service bar includes wines, beers, and spirits to complement your meal. Galito's offers casual ambiance at the bar or their dining room. Galito's also has a private banquet room for social events with a party package to accommodate your budget. Galito's also offers seasonal cafe seating. Galito's is located at 29 Elm Avenue in Mount Vernon, New York, conveniently located across from the Mount Vernon East train station. You can call Galito's at area code 914-668-0100. Once again, the number is area code 914-668-0100 for information on reservations, or go to the website at www.galitosrestaurant.com. Enjoy your dining experience. Voted #1 jazz cabaret club by New York Magazine, the Metropolitan Room is one of the most critically acclaimed venues in New York City and is known as the home for big-name talents and rising stars. Known as a celebrity hangout, the Metropolitan Room is a high-end cabaret and jazz club and brings the best in live music to New York City every night of the week. Fabulous award-winning Broadway, TV, film, and radio performers take the stage in an intimate 115-seat elegant venue. Aside from the great, highly professional artistic shows and audience, Metropolitan Room provides an exceptional appetizer and dessert menu as well as exotic and specialty drinks prepared by top New York City bartenders. The Metropolitan Room is located at 34 West 22nd Street, conveniently located near public transportation. For information or reservations, call area code 212-206-0440. Once again, the area code is 212-206-0440. Or go to their website at www.metropolitanroom.com. Voted number one jazz cabaret club by New York Magazine, the Metropolitan Room is one of the most critically acclaimed venues in New York City and is known as the home for big-name talents and rising stars. Known as a celebrity hangout, the Metropolitan Room is a high-end cabaret and jazz club and brings the best in live music to New York City every night of the week. Fabulous award-winning Broadway, TV, film, and radio performers take the stage in an intimate 115-seat elegant venue. Aside from the great, highly professional artistic shows and audience, Metropolitan Room provides an exceptional appetizer and dessert menu as well as exotic and specialty drinks prepared by top New York City bartenders. The Metropolitan Room is located at 34 West 22nd Street, conveniently located near public transportation. For information or reservations, call area code 212-206-0440. Once again, the area code is 212-206-0440. Or go to their website at www.metropolitanroom.com.
On Thursday, May 15th, Holy Apostles Soup Kitchen, New York's largest emergency food program, is hosting From Farm to Tray, a sustainable food benefit. To support hungry New Yorkers, please visit farmtotray.org to purchase tickets or make a donation. Guests at From Farm to Tray will dine in the beautiful landmark Holy Apostles Church, a space that New York Times journalist Anna Quinlan named the most majestic dining room in New York City. Visit farmtotray.org for details. See you at the Soup Kitchen.
Sparky the Fire Dog here. Protect your family from fire. Make sure your home has smoke alarms in every bedroom, outside your sleeping areas, and on every level of your home, even your basement. For games and activities, go to sparky.org.
We want to keep you, your family, and your community safer from fire. This message brought to you by the National Fire Protection Association and your local fire department. Visit sparky.org.
On Thursday, May 15th, Holy Apostles Soup Kitchen, New York's largest emergency food program, is hosting From Farm to Tray, a sustainable food benefit. To support hungry New Yorkers, please visit farmtotray.org to purchase tickets or make a donation. Guests at Farm to Tray will dine in the beautiful landmark Holy Apostles Church, a space that New York Times journalist Anna Quinlan named the most majestic dining room in New York City. Visit farmtotray.org for details.